have been next to you. And my motions are perpetual. The 38 special, I turn your brains into vegetable. Headshots, only death for you. Sheesh, sheesh. Weight pusher, hump points, great hookers. Hard puncher, hot bars, great hookers. I tuck on the beat, great looker, straight cooker. Where you from? Brownsville, New York, nigga.
My older bitch look like she young, dick something. While I smoke a spliff, she sips something. No kids or nothing, she's funny and dick loving. Her name meant something, you can sell brick to her husband, but fuck it. Walked by the police, had to tug it, young and bucking. Time to get out, the bell wouldn't buzz in. 22 little rusted, but still be busting. Screaming and cussing, all you see was niggas leaning and ducking. Sheesh. What the fuck do we have here?
Yikes. It's Curry Low, and we back, nigga.
My young boy, 30s
boy, and we strapped, nigga.
What's crack? Let's go. Yeah, I ain't ready for this one. Hey, yo, Tuck. Fuck K.O. Tashi.
Yo, man, work time.
Lost the nation.
Listen, it's the C to the R-I. Leave a nigga R-I. P, so I'm a G, so when I creep, nigga, on the hottest shit that y'all niggas seen since the sonar. A once in every 10-year average, just like the solar. Eclipse your boy, Loki, focus on the next flip. And niggas wonder how I get bread. Take your pick, whether it's fucking with the bricks, so I'm switching up shifts. The way I switch up my bitch, that's how I switch up my kicks. But you can catch me in the Ville, nigga, putting in work, dipping from the D's. Niggas on my back like a shirt. A hot boy in this shit, but my name ain't twerk. But you can catch me in New Jersey dubs, selling that twerk for sure. It's a no swag rap era. We should take it back, no snapback era. Do rag, fitted cap, backpack era. No mumble rap or this fake trap rap era. Listen, this a no swag rap era. We should take it back, no snapback era. Do rag, fitted cap, backpack era. No mumble rap or this fake trap rap era. Yo,
hey yo, in the booth, right to the pin break, squeeze the 40, shoot to the pin break, lyrical exercise, rappers better get in shape, schooling you rappers for what my pen state, never been to war, you wasn't Call of Duty, only time you play with guns is playing Call of Duty, I'm the shit, you shit, they used to call you duty, you remind me of a Kim K pick, you all booty, roll a doobie, smoke so much weed, man, the weed man, call me the weed man, dispensaries for my weed plant, my independent ladies say they don't need a man, just a real nigga with a good sex game, long dick style, run down on you niggas like Tyrone, long clip style, pow, they done started with the wrong nigga now, choir singing, when the casket lowered down,
this a no swag rap era. We should take it back, no snapback era. Do rag, fitted cap, backpack era. No mumble rap or this fake trap rap era. Listen, this a no swag rap era. We should take it back, no snapback era. Do rag, fitted cap, backpack era. No mumble rap or this fake trap rap era. Yo, that's your shit, Lil. It's my fault.
Yo. Y'all still tuned in there? Good morning. Yes, sir. Listen, man. I know it's early. Harlem Smiley, what you doing up, man? You know me, man. I get this money multiple ways. I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from a Harlem set. Show some respect. If not, cuz, put it in check. I'm up next. This is your boy Harlem Smiley. You are tuned in to the Come On Son podcast with the on one Dirt Gang TV. And it don't matter what y'all smoking on, man. Whether it's an indica, sativa, a hybrid, that Reggie Miller, more sticks and seeds, and they give you weed. The Reggie Bush, no point intended, or the helping divisions, what we like to call over here. It don't matter whether y'all smoking it in a Dutch, a backwood, a Swisher Sweet, a Fonto, with the raw paper, of course, or the Bob Marley paper. And if you add the grappa, keep that to yourself. But never the bamboo paper, man. Y'all sync up, man. I synced up already. Salute to all the Wrench Gang members in attendance, man. Salute to everybody, man. All of the chat members, man. Maybach Mel, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. Make sure y'all go support I Smoke Hip Hop. Ebony Renee, what's good? Austin, Texas, what's good? Beast 13, what's good? King Daniel, what's good? Dutchy the Great, what's good? Salute. This is what happens. This is what happens sometimes when you got a team and egos start flying and you try to work through stuff, but then sometimes it just get a little messy. Being that I'm somebody that have been in this situation already multiple times, you got to know how to maneuver around that stuff. The Joe Budden Podcast was literally the #1 leading podcast for many years. For many years, the #1 leading podcast. They went from being on vacation to then now it's over. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. It's almost like you just being a #1 team and you win championships years after years, and then all of a sudden you decide we just got to break it up. We just got to break the whole team up. You see what I'm saying? That's stupid. Over egos and stuff like that, man. So if y'all wondering what the Joe Budden Podcast was, for those who are not familiar with it, it was literally that. It was called the Joe Budden Podcast. So with that being said, I was kind of assuming that Joe Budden was the leader of the shit. When you got, like, when the shit is named after you, you kind of assume that's the case. But in this instance, this wasn't the case, which we now found out. Here's what I thought. I thought Joe Budden was pretty much the person who started the podcast. And then I thought Rory and Mal was just people who he brung on as co-hosts. Same thing with Parks. I thought Parks was the engineer. I thought he was the engineer and maybe like another form of a co-host in a nutshell. That being said, that wasn't the case. So I know y'all been seeing these new girls on the Joe Budden Podcast. We seeing these new girls up here. We like, where's this content coming from? So then it comes out that Joe Budden and them is on vacation. You see what I'm saying? It comes out that these niggas is on vacation, right? So that's why the girls has been on a channel, just keeping the channel and the content flowing. Cool. Vacation time's supposed to have been over. One thing about the Joe Budden Podcast, right? If you watch it on anything other than YouTube, you'll know that they have a set one day to where they usually do that podcast on a one day. What y'all see is on YouTube is when they break it down and split it into clips. That's what y'all see when y'all see it on YouTube. But they rarely miss that day. If they do miss that day for some reason, like when Joe Budden's had COVID, or, you know, if it was like, you know, death of the family or something like that, or if they was on vacation, they will let you know we're not going to be here for this reason. Like Twitch either have a certain spot where you can put your schedule. You see what I'm saying? So I say that to say this: they always have regularly scheduled events. If they wasn't doing an event, you knew about it. They missed a day about, I think it might have been 2-3 weeks ago. They missed a day, but didn't say anything about it. So Joe Budden come out and reveals the what's named that the Joe Budden Podcast right now is on a hold. Okay, so I know y'all probably wondering, like, all right, Harlem Smiley, let us know exactly what happened. All right, cool. Here's what happened. I watch them frequently. I watch them very frequently. One thing about them, you could always tell whether they was debating something. Rory and Joe Budden never fully agreed on, excuse me, they never fully agreed on a lot of things. Because the whole thing about a podcast, when you got multiple people in there, it's to debate. You see what I'm saying? It's to debate. So a lot of debate always came from Joe Budden's and came from Joe Buttons and it came from Rory. Mal would just be the outsider looking in. Mal was always the one. He would always try to play neutral. But one thing I like about Mal, he wasn't like the yes man kind. That's what I like about Mal. Mal wasn't the yes man. That's why I thought they podcast rock, because they rock with each other in the podcast, because I felt like with Rory and Joe Buttons always being the debaters against each other, that brought an element to it. With Mal not being a yes man and being neutral to it, that brought an element to it. They had 2 white guys and 2 black guys. That brought an element to it. As far as when it came down to, because when you're doing podcasts, sometimes the race issue or, this race might do this, that this race don't do, stuff like that. So a lot of these used to come up. Parks is somebody who really didn't like being shown, or not really like being shown, but wasn't shown too much, but you would hear his voice and he would do a lot of the engineer work and behind the scenes. And what I thought, Joe Buttons was the person making the deals. It's his name on it. I felt like if they was all in a partnership to where everybody was equal partners, you do not have a podcast that's named the Joe Budden Podcast. So what happened was towards I would say 2 months ago, it started getting real chippy. And you could even catch it on, because a lot of times they'll cut that stuff out and edit it out before they put it on YouTube. But if you catch it on Patreon, you'll get a lot of that live. So what happens is, is sometimes they'll pre-upload it, sometimes they'll do it live. So what happens is in that instance, it got to the point to where Joe Buttons and Rory, they would debate everything. As long as it was the opposite of what Joe Budden said, Rory was debating it. Then it got to the point where they was doing little arguments. It became further than a debate and went to arguments, because sometimes they'll just agree to disagree, move on to the next chapter, the next subject. It got to the fact they wasn't doing that. They was doing little arguments. And then from the little arguments, it got to the fact that they started calling each other out. Oh, let's go out back. Let's settle this like men. We can go handle this. I don't know if y'all noticed, man. Rory has been getting attacked for the last, Mal too. But Mal is, he, cool dude. He don't let too much shit get to him. Rory, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. Rory has blow-ups. He lets DJ Akademiks, the shit that DJ Akademiks say, get to him all the time. They actually had to, have him doing the podcast from his house from a while because of the heat that was going on with him and DJ Akademiks. It's bad when you let somebody dictate, somebody on the outside looking in, dictate the whole thing. So what happened was, right? They was doing a podcast. Joe Budden and Rory got into it. I guess they got on the phone. Joe Budden made a decision to tell Rory to not do the podcast for a little while. He need to chill out, figure out what he want to do. This is what Joe Buttons told Rory on the Joe Buttons podcast. Told Rory, you got to chill out. You bugging. You need to take a couple of weeks, figure some shit out. Mal finds out that Joe Budden told Rory to take a couple of weeks, kind of put him on suspension. He didn't fully kick him out the whip, put him on suspension. Mal finds this out and told Joe Buttons, listen, I didn't know you had a decision. I didn't know you had the power to make that decision by yourself to just put him on punishment for a couple of weeks. So if he's kicked out the whip for a couple of weeks, I'm not coming in the whip for a couple of weeks. So Joe Buttons tell Rory he got to chill. Mal doesn't like that because Mal felt like Joe Budden should have talked to the rest of the team. Him, Parks, and Mal should have made that decision. He felt like Parks, Mal, and Joe Budden should have made that decision all together. But Joe Budden went ahead ego-wise and just made that decision by himself. So Mal then decides, okay, if that's the case, then I'm out the whip. You cannot do the Joe Budden's podcast with just Joe Budden's and Mal. I mean, Joe Budden's in Parks. Joe Budden's, I'm going to be honest, we all love him for the rapper he is too, but at the same time, him by himself, I don't see how that will work. I'm going to be honest, I don't see how that will work. Him doing a podcast by himself. But at the same time, was this DJ Akademik's whole plan? Was this DJ Akademik's whole plan? That is the question we are talking about right now. DJ Akademiks has been going at, he's been going at Rory and Mal for mad long. If y'all don't know, once upon a time, Everyday Struggle, Joe Budden's he didn't start it, but he was like the beginning factor, him and DJ Akademiks. They was going on for a while, the shit blew up. Joe Budden's got kicked out the whip. Some say he left the whip. He got kicked out the whip. So what happened, what he did was, instead of him just doing like a lot of people do when some shit go wrong, just sit around and pout about the shit and cry about the shit, which he did a little bit. He jumped up and said, fuck it, if they don't want me in a whip, I'm going to go buy my own whip. And that's what he did. And when he went and started his own podcast, he kept going. He went right past Everyday Struggle, which eventually Everyday Struggle ended up breaking up. DJ Akademiks, right? Let's talk about DJ Akademiks. I'm going to be honest. DJ Akademiks is a little weird. DJ Akademiks is a little weird. DJ Akademiks will be the first one to let you know that if you talk that pull-up game and all that, you pull up to him, he's calling the cops. I'm not on. It's Thursday. Does that make any difference?
I think so, yeah.
All right, well, just keep trying. Yeah, you pull up on him, he's calling the cops. But at the same time, he be talking super gangster on here. That's why I don't get it. That's one reason why I don't like DJ Akademiks. A lot of people compare him to Queen's Flip. One thing about Queen's Flip is not talking about, oh, you run down on me, I'm going to call the cops on you. Akademiks is a little weird. He's a little weird. He literally would say, F this person, yo, this and that. But at the same time, you come to his crib, he ain't coming outside, guns a blazing. He gonna be at 911. He's a little weird. He's connected to the culture. He gets a lot of information. YouTube-wise, perfect fit. But when it comes down to just his personality, the way he moves and stuff, very weird. So the Everyday Struggle thing, I'm not even gonna lie. He used to get into it a lot with the Nessa girl. You know what I'm saying? A lot. So the Joe Budden podcast and the Everyday Struggle podcast never really seen eye to eye at all because of where it went. Once Everyday Struggle was canceled, or DJ Akademiks knew it was canceled, I felt like he was trying his hardest, to get Joe Budden's to do a podcast with him. Normally, I would show y'all a clip right now, but they got some shit called Quarter Lab, and Quarter Lab, they shoot shit down, ask questions later. So if you put any of DJ Akademiks to put a clip of his shit up here, they flag your shit instantly. Sometimes they'll even go as further as getting your video taken down. But there has been clear footage out there He done been live on Instagram after Everyday Struggle got canceled, throwing salt on what's the name. Yo, man, what do those two bums do there? I know what Parks do, but what about the other two bums? They just sit there. They waste time. They not even asking good questions. They don't even know what to do. You know what's the worst kind of dude in this world? If you know, right, you got your boy, and you know his girl that he got, that he rocked with, or one of his shorties he got with is bad. And you want that girl, but that's your man girl. But you know your man out there doing dirt and all that. You niggas get that one opportunity to where you feel like that other girl might be throwing you a little play. What y'all niggas do, yo? That's my mans and all that, but I ain't gonna lie, man. You deserve better, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't trying to put no spill on his name, but you know, when we be out there in them streets, man, he be, you know, he be doing you dirty, shorty. You need to, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you need to leave him alone, man. Fuck with a real nigga like me. And you know what happens? It ain't like she's gonna be like, ah, shit, yeah, he out there cheating on me. Let me fuck his mans. Nah. Soon as he walk back in the house, she gonna tell you to get out. Soon as he walk back in the house, she gonna tell him exactly what you said, and then what's gonna happen? That nigga gonna argue with her, and she ain't gonna probably go nowhere. He coming to come find you, dumbass. You done created beef for stupid shit that you ain't had nothing to do with. That's remind me of what DJ Akademiks did to Rory and Mal. He was in Joe Budden ear telling these niggas how valuable these niggas was, which was literally a small bit of value. I'm gonna be honest. If you see Joe Budden doing a podcast with DJ Akademiks, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people is gonna watch it, but at the same time, your integrity, DJ Joe Budden's, niggas are gonna be looking at you weird. They're gonna be looking at you funny. It's gonna literally look like you kicked Rory out the whip just to go do this show with DJ Akademiks. And I'm gonna be honest, even though the show may be exciting with DJ Akademiks and Joe Budden's, it's gonna be a clash. It's clear Joe Budden's wants to be the boss. It's clear DJ Akademiks wants to be his own boss. When you got two people with egos like that, I'm telling you, it's only gonna work but such short while. When you're doing partnerships with people like that, somebody has to sacrifice. Somebody has to sacrifice. It's clear DJ Akademiks don't like to sacrifice unless that whole damn everyday struggle shit wouldn't have broke up. Joe Budden's wouldn't have got kicked out the everyday struggle of shit the first time. That's what it's called, everyday struggle. That show had highs and it had lows. It did a lot of struggles. Joe Budden's podcast at the same time. His shit was doing good. Besides the little bullshit they was going through, everything was running smooth. The only competition they had podcast-wise was Gilly the Kid and Wallow. But I felt like that was two separate lanes. And now there's no love lost between Gilly the Kid and Wallow in the Joe Budden podcast, but at the same time, it wasn't like they were super cool working with each other. You done seen Gilly the Kid and Wallow on many different podcasts, especially one like 85 South. So it's not like they don't like networking with other podcasts and shit like that. It's just, you know, egos sometimes, man. Get the people and all that, man. So I felt like Joe Budden's podcast got so hot so quick that he started getting on that fuck everybody else phase. But this is why you can't do that, because when you in times like this, shit like this happens, the whole shit goes from number one to none. Now the whole shit is disintegrated. It's gone. It's finished. It's looking like the drill music in New York, which we gonna get to that, you know, that's coming tomorrow, man. But the shit is disintegrated right now. It was gone. So, because people look at Joe Budden's like this, right? Boom. He done work with Everyday Struggle, been on Everyday Struggle. Oh, yeah, somebody get that fake, somebody get that fake, what's the name out of there? Somebody get that fake Stats 280 out of there. Y'all let y'all do the honors. Damn, this nigga made me lose my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Joe Budden's. So now people, right? Joe Budden's pretty much is going to need, he's going to need co-hosts if he decides to go, because you can't just stop it. If it just stops, that's stupid. He needs to get co-hosts, and he needs to confirm with these co-hosts that he's the boss. They're partners. He can make decisions. At the same time, right? If you're a co-host, if you're looking at going with Joe Budden, you're looking at this, right? The shit didn't work out with Everyday Struggle, right? At all. It was then the whole shit with Spotify, right? The shit didn't go, like, after the whole little breakup with Spotify and all that shit. You see what I'm saying? Oh, nobody clapped him yet? Ain't nobody clap him? I'll do the honors. That didn't work out. The whole the whole Everyday Struggle shit didn't work out. Now when you look at the whole Spotify deal, that shit went south. Then they was doing good going independent, right? But now you look at the whole Joe Budden podcast, that shit splits up. So now at the end of the day, you thinking in your head, right? Okay, he couldn't work with DJ Akademiks. He couldn't work with Everyday Struggle. He kind of shitted on Spotify. But then now you thinking like the people that was riding with him, which was Rory and Mal, which we don't know the full story about, what happened with them. But, Rory and Mal rock with him. They not in the picture no more. Is this somebody who I can really trust to even just go into a podcast with them? You see what I'm saying? Is this somebody I can trust? That's what they're going to be thinking in their head. So I'm going to be honest. At this point, because if you watch the Joe Budden podcast, them niggas was talking like family this, family that. Unless the family do something grimy, you don't throw the family out the whip. You could throw friends out the whip, associates, but people who you actually call your family, you don't throw them out the whip. You don't throw them out the whip. It's simple. That's the crazy part about it, right? So let's get into some things that happened, right? They offered Joe Budden a deal. They offered Joe Budden a lot of deals when they left Spotify. Joe Budden's turned down some major deals. Now, if y'all watch the Joe Budden podcast regularly, you can tell, even though they didn't say it publicly, that they had a problem with Joe Budden turning down that money. And all he said was he had to talk with the people and they turned it down. So it don't sound like Rory and Mal or none of these niggas was inside of it don't sound like these niggas was inside of the meeting. It sounded like Joe Budden went to the meeting by himself and made that decision by himself. You can just tell by the look on their faces that they wasn't with that shit at all, son. So Joe Budden's turned down, let me find my lighter. Joe Budden's turns down millions of dollars that he said. The second thing is they was having too many disagreements on that panel, on that platform. When y'all niggas is debating and debating goes from y'all ready to just fight, there's something wrong. You know what I'm saying? There's definitely something wrong. Joe Budden's and at DJ Akademiks. If it's not controversial, nobody's gonna want to see that shit. I'm gonna be honest. Nobody's gonna want to see that. Do I think Rory and Mal should go and start their own podcast? If I was them, because we don't know what Mal's thinking right now. If I was them, I would try it out. They don't got to be censored by what Joe Budden is telling them, because you know Joe Budden is telling them, listen, don't go after this person. What the fuck? Hold up. Drop this link real quick, man. So that's the fake stats 280, because he don't know he changed his name. So I'm gonna put him in timeout real quick. This is the real stats right here. Yeah. So we put the fake stats in the corner. That's he changed his name and his picture. Dumbass. Oh, I see how he did it. I see how the fake stats 280 did that shit. We're gonna block him too. We're gonna block him. Yeah. All right. What's good, man? I just hit the link. Just in case the squad want to come up here and talk about this, because this ain't gonna be no long live. You know how that go. We got regular jobs around here. We got work. So my question is, would y'all, the chat, literally want to see a podcast with DJ Akademiks and Joe Buttons? Because I'm gonna be honest, that would make Joe Buttons look like a sucker. I'm gonna be honest. That's gonna make Joe Buttons look like a sucker. That's gonna make it look worse than when KD went to Golden State Warriors. He gonna look like a sucker. I'm telling you. So in my opinion, Joe Budden need to just get a whole new fresh cast. If that's the case, go find 2 more notables out there, and they ain't even got to be known. They ain't even got to be known people. Long as they can hold the conversation, play their part, and do the research, Joe Buttons don't need to go over there and get, what's the name? And go over there and go rock with DJ Akademiks. I'm telling you, the shit gonna work for like 2 or 3 months, and then it's gonna be over. Y'all sync up, man. Light us up. 2 or 3 months and it's over. Who the fuck want to see that? It's nothing. Like, come on, son. Come on, son. It's getting crazy out here in these streets. But at the same time, man, I'm gonna be honest. I just don't even get it, man. These niggas, listen, man, he'll look like a sucker if he do that. That's my whole thing. I'm hoping he don't do. I'm hoping he just don't do no shit like that, man. If you don't do no shit like that, then we're gonna be good money, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Word up. So, cha. It's crazy. All right, man. What I'm gonna do is real quick, we're gonna get into a little, we're gonna get into a little quick little commercial break. Something. Let me see that. Make sure y'all can see that and all that up there, man. All right. Let's get into it, man. Before the next segment. You know how that go. What the fuck? Hold up. It's early. Y'all niggas bear with me for a second. It's early. Please bear with me. Oh, who want to do the honors? Who want to do the honors of getting Shitty Gotti out of there? Who want to do the honors? You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do the honors right now. Get that nigga in the corner for show. Shitty Gotti, man. The granny pusher himself.
You are now tuned into Bossman Tuck Beats. You are now tuned into Bossman Tuck Beats.
Yo, Harlem Smiley nigga. Tuck Beats, what up? Around the Clock Records. I told y'all, man, I'm the fucking greatest. Y'all don't know that yet. But just in case if I die, I told y'all niggas. Heard this beat, knew I couldn't play with it. Put the Dutchess down, papers roll a J to this. I zigzag, switch my style, won't switch it back. It was too raw, no engineer or mixed tracks. It became easy rider, doing diss tracks. Flow got strong, bad boo, but one thing it lacked. Ad-lib said fuck it, added that plus more. Improved the punch bars, but the beats are ball. So I link with Tuck Beats. A real nigga from the streets, he say solid concrete. So if I eat, we both eat. I bring her right to the seat, but I'm commander of the fleet, trying to lead us through the waters. I'ma guide us through the sea. I take the charge if we get caught crossing that border. If you got troops, remember support them. Even if you in position, nigga, never extort them. Niggas always taking pictures out here, wearing recorders. I turn you niggas to mortars. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we said we try. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. We used to be a crazy team. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we say we try. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. We used to be a crazy team. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
up the hill.
Any nigga get killed. That's why we live by the slogan. Never ran, never will. Unless we doing deals. Moving pills, or we moving krills. Exchange the crack, slap on 5 with the dollar bill. But don't drop it.
Don't drop it.
4 niggas might hit you, no mosh pit. My boy James hit hard and no rocket. Cause the niggas dropping rocks, no comments. And I say with the ratchet, blue bonnet. And my niggas gon' roll, new closet. Loke, I'm good with the plug, like a socket. And I'm down for spitting funds, non-profit. Listen, it's a verse, not a conversation. I birthed you niggas with no complication. Pure balls with no concentration. I got the game on lock, just need the combination. On point like a Bentu, but you niggas only racing. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we say we tried. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. We used to be a crazy team. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we say we tried. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. You used to be a crazy team. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we say we try. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. Used to be a crazy team. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. If you ride, then I ride. If you slide, then I slide. I don't care if we fail, long as we say we try. If you cry, then I cry. If you die, then I die. Used to be a crazy team. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. We could have been a crazy team, nigga. But you wanna just be stuck living broke. And that's a real fucking joke, man. I told you. You can never fuck with Curry Loke, nigga. AKA Harlem Smiley. AKA the Grim Reaper. You better watch it, I chief you, nigga. Yikes.
You are now tuned in.
Yo, what's up, big homie?
Ron G's, what's the word, man? What's the good word,
Hey,
man?
man, it's early in the morning, man, so I ain't gonna be doing no snoring right now, pimp.
Yo, that's a fact, man. We forgot all about that shit.
Yo, that
son.
shit was funny as hell, man. Like, my wife keep clowning me about that shit, man.
That's crazy. Don't worry, man. At least you're a content creator.
But this shit, man, like, yo, man, this shit, man, this shit is like kind of heartbreaking on some real shit, man, because I used to really watch these niggas, man, like, you feel me? And like it will always be like a nerdy perspective, like, you feel me? Like, it's always like, you know what I mean? You want to give people different perspectives on things, you know what I mean? And that's why it was like so kind of like diverse, like, you know what I mean? But that shit is crazy, man. Like, you feel me? Niggas be power tripping.
That's a fact, man. Like, and that's why, you know what it is though too. I try to tell people, you got the best team ever. But if the leader of the team, if he would doing grimy shit, or if this nigga ain't living his shit right, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what the shit be coming into play. And I feel like Joe Budden, he had good intentions at heart, but at the same time, I felt like he thought he was the full-fledged leader. He could make all the decisions, but I don't think he talked about that with the rest of his team.
Yo, I don't know if you peep, like in the beginning of this shit, he had his podcast was named I'll Name This Shit Later. I'll name this podcast later. Like when he first started and shit. Like
I'll name this shit later. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the shit called first. Like you feel me? And then he just eventually just said it's the Joe Budden Podcast. Because of us, everybody would just call it that shit. But man,
yeah,
that shit is nothing, man. Like
that shit crazy, my nigga. That shit is super crazy, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Please excuse that avatar picture. We was having a little fun last night, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we gonna get into that later. But right now, you know, we talking about the number one podcast splitting up. And was it egos? Was it loyalty? Is it partially DJ Akademiks' fault? Hold up, didn't I just put you in the corner? I ain't just put this nigga in the corner.
Yeah, I don't really think it was Ak's fault, but Ak always is like antagonizing shit. That's what he do.
Yeah, he had a part in that shit though. I
mean, I don't really see it though. Enlighten me though. Like, what makes you think he got a part in it?
Because when every day for now, first off, he's been like I would say the last 3 or 4 months of everyday struggle, he's been trolling the shit out of Rory and Mal. More Rory than Mal. He knew that what's name wasn't renewing the contract for everyday struggle. That's why he started going at them crazy with the intent, in my opinion, of trying to get Joe Buttons to come over and do a podcast with him, which he mentioned, because after that shit, they was on IG for a nice little, you know, they had their problems in the past. Everybody know that. So when they got on IG, like it was all buddy, that looked a little weird. 45 minutes, you know, you hear DJ Akademiks, you know, throwing salt under their name. Them guys don't do anything. Why do you even got those guys over there? You see what I'm saying? You know, shit like that. You know, why do you got those guys over there? They don't even do nothing, yada, yada, yada. The podcast would be more exciting if you had this, and this. So I don't know if that eventually got to Joe Budden head, because the road, like they podcast is making a lot of noise, but at the same time, the road that they was going in, it wasn't moving up. So I know he felt like he needed to make a change. Like Gilly and Wallow, their podcast is still on the incline. 85 South. Yeah. Their shit is getting more popular now.
More sponsors, more shit, man. Like, you feel me? Because there's more and more people watching them. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that the youth is starting to watch them a little bit more. Like, you know what I mean? Because like even my little nephew, man, he like 20 and shit, man. He be watching that shit too. Like, you know what I mean? So he be keeping in tune with shit. And he don't really do the YouTube shit. Like, you know what I mean? So, but he watched that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely keep up with them. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like they got good content, man. Like, they talk about real shit and try to keep niggas about the shit, man. Like, you know what I mean? Joe Budden just giving you content on what's really going on in the industry, pretty much.
That's a fact, man. And salute to my man Steve OC, man. I seen you over there repping for the team. I seen you over there. We're gonna talk about that a little later too. My man cammed up in Chili's, had that nice little Presidente margarita he was sipping as he was talking that gangster shit to these. Yo, Steve OC, I seen that, son. I appreciate that. We're gonna talk about that a little later. But yeah, Ron G, this is what happened, even on YouTube, son. And being that they're YouTubers, this is what happens. You get a team together. How many times you see motherfuckers be chilling with each other on YouTube, alleged teams, and then next thing you know, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, a month later, the shit just disintegrates and splits up.
And you know what it is, man? Like, not everybody is really meant to do good business, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, business is business. Like, you know what I mean? No matter if you buying weed, it don't matter if you're doing something with somebody that's like you know what I mean, that's on a consistent level. Like, you know what I mean? Like, business is business. So if you don't like this person, if you got something against this person, like, and you gotta continue to, like, you know what I mean, get a bag with this person. If you're not focused on just the bag, or if you don't feel like the bag is worth it, you're not gonna really be on it. You're gonna step away from it. Like, fuck it.
That's
Get
a
a
fact.
bag with this person. If you're not,
Yo, Ron G's, you can still hear me?
yeah, I can still hear you.
All right, listen, hold on 1 second. Yo, moderators, let me see who's in here moderating. Yo, Black Rock Stats, Dutchy the Great, Link YMF, CW. Let's start getting these trolls up out of here, man. Kadeem Jack, yo, what's good? What's good, cuzzo? See what I'm saying?
My niggas in here talking crazy, huh?
Yeah. So if y'all wondering, if y'all don't know how to block people as moderators, everybody got 3 dots next to their name. You can either hide the comments, you can put them in the corner, which is timeout. Either way, let's start weaning these trolls up out of here, man. But yeah, you know, it's sometimes it be a whole big thing, man, with loyalty. But I think this time egos just got in the way. And Jeremy McCaskill, I appreciate that donation. Who else hit me with the donation? Steve OC. I appreciate that donation, man. Cheryl Vincent in the building, Austin, Texas. What's good? Yeah, I'm saying, so this one I felt like egos got in the way. I felt like it got to the point to where Rory and Joe Buttons couldn't fully work with each other. And Joe Buttons feeling like he was the team captain, team leader, made a decision without talking to the team that he shouldn't have did. You see what I'm saying? So
you're right about that, but I thought that you know, and you know it's crazy because you never know what's going on behind the scenes. Because
hold on 1 second. This nigga said I got 406 accounts. I can't stay blocked, but I'm out. See what I'm saying?
Wow.
I can block all of the niggas though.
I mean, like, damn,
niggas on 406 accounts. Shit. This be the weirdo shit be going on YouTube,
like, dog. You got like, dog. Like, it's like I'm pretty sure it's sunny outside, man. Like, come on, man.
Yo,
go enjoy the day, man. There's some shit, man. Damn, like the fuck.
Yep, that's a fact, man. So let me ask you a question, Raw G's. If Rory and Mal started their own podcast right now, is that something you would probably tune in for a couple of episodes just to see what routes that they going?
Hell yeah, because I would want to see, like, you know what I mean, like how they gonna go about shit. I definitely would check their jaws out. The only thing about it that they're gonna really be missing is Joe asshole shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they on the cool, chill type wave shit, and then Joe just got to be on the asshole. Like, you know what I mean? That's where the balance is. Like, you know what I mean? Joe so much of an asshole, he got 2 cool niggas on there. That's the balance. Like, you know what I mean? But you know, like I said, you never know what's going on behind the scenes, because I thought with all the shit that was going on, like with the Spotify deal, how they was just like, yo, we ain't fucking with Spotify. We're going to get all this situated. Like, you know what I mean? We're going to get our own shit. And then this nigga went from making from the Joe Budden Podcast to Joe Budden Network. Damn, we ain't putting niggas in shit.
And now that shit is canceled. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, me personally, if I was an equal partner, we would have had to change that name up after the Spotify split. It could have even been the Joe Budden and crew, something, Rory Mal and the Joe Budden Podcast. You see what I'm saying? Like, it could have been, you know, but we got to change that somehow, some way, because everybody, like, your name is your brand. Exactly. So that's you're the only one that's, you know, earning points off of this brand. So my question is now, what if DJ Akademiks and Joe, because you already know it's going to be controversy surrounding that whole thing. What if DJ Akademiks, Parks, and Joe Budden start their own podcast? Is that something you would tune in?
Them niggas would be hoes. And I'm gonna tell you why they'd be hoes, right? Because number one, DJ Akademiks got his own following. He pretty much got a podcast where he just play the fucking game and talk shit. You might as well say that's a fucking podcast. I mean, like, come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, and at the end of the day, the fact of the matter that you trying to I think that's just dick eating off of Joe. And I don't think Joe really just be fucking with boy energy for real, for real. That's just me.
Fact.
You know what I mean?
Now, did you see them two girls that Joe Budden had on the network? Because a lot of times, like, they was on vacation allegedly for 2 weeks. So they had these girls up there that was are you familiar with those girls?
Are you talking about they got their own podcast? It's called See the Thing Is. You talking about them?
But they was on a Joe Budden. They did it through the Joe Budden's on his channel.
Yeah, I know they got it on the network. I know they be posting shit on through his joint. I'm not sure if they went on from like his show, like it was his show.
Nah, they actually had. So you know how sometimes YouTubers let people like inside their YouTube account, like you can do your own show, but just on their channel.
Exactly.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's their show. So the thing is, I watched a few Jones. Yeah, I watched a few Jones.
Being that you watched it, I don't know your opinion on it. I know that they like one girl gets clowned a lot. The other girl is okay, but I mean, as a whole, how do you like that? How do you like that podcast?
I only watched a few episodes from the beginning, like you know what I mean, like you said when they was dropped the first few episodes. I only watched it. I haven't really seen it since then, like you know what I mean. So I can't really tell you what's really going on in there because I really don't keep up with it. But I seen the first few episodes and I seen where he was going. I was like, all right, so he's trying to get something popping, just like how the No Jumper platform was going, like you know what I mean. So you just seen where that was going, but nah. Correct. I don't really keep up with it.
Me and a lot of people don't neither. And this was part of the problem. Rory and Mal felt like, well, not even Mal. Rory felt like they was more of the replacements rather than them just being like somebody who's in tune with their network. When Joe Budden changed it to the network, that was his whole thing, was to do it sort of like No Jumper. If Rory wanted to do his own private show, he would have been able to do it on this day. He got the access to the what's name. Same thing how AD do on No Jumper. When they all come together and do it, they cool. If the girls want to just do that one, they're cool. The only difference is they all use the same location and kind of shit like that too. But he was trying to do something similar like that. But they looked at them girls as being the replacement. Because one of the girls was getting clowned so much that it was actually bringing in a lot of attention for them. So now, what if I ain't gonna lie. It's like, if I see Joe Buttons pop up with them and just start doing a podcast, then Rory was dead right as far as them being the replacements. But I'm gonna be honest, they content not really that. Let me not say that. I ain't gonna say they content not that good. Sometimes the subjects,
bro. That's honest. It's not up there.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is. I'm gonna just say sometimes the subjects that they pick, they're not good subjects. I'm gonna just say that. I ain't gonna say they content not good because one of them is entertaining. One of them, the other one is the one who they clown. She's entertaining. The other one actually looks like, she has she don't go off the ropes too much. You tell she's very sophisticated when she talk. But the other one, sometimes you gotta have that combination of funny and funny and
it just seemed like it just seemed like an off-brand lip service. Like, you know what I mean?
Why is there a fake Steve-O here? Yo, Steve-O, that's you up here on this panel, right?
Yes, it's me. It's not fake.
Oh, so is it a fake Steve-O in the chat?
No, it might be.
Is that you typing in the chat right now?
It might be. No, I'm not typing.
Oh,
at all.
What the fuck? So that's a fake Steve-O
that's typing right now. Weird shit, man.
Yo.
Like, that's crazy.
Hold on. Let me get this guy out of here. I'm gonna block him first and then put him in timeout. All right.
No lives with no lives.
Mad trolls in here, son. The trolls come out that night. That nigga, I now really believe that nigga got however many accounts he said, 106, 200, whatever the fucking shit he said. Yo, Steve-O, so are you familiar with the Joe Budden podcast?
Not really. I checked it out a few times, but not like much. If you understand what I'm saying. Yeah.
What about DJ Akademiks? You familiar with his shit?
I don't fuck with Akademiks because he fuck with 6ix9ine, and that's not what I do. I don't support snitches.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. So man, listen. I'm gonna be honest. This ain't gonna be no long podcast because I know what y'all want to talk about, and y'all know what's once later we gonna get into it. I know y'all been waiting. The team finished these niggas, but we gonna get into it tonight. But right now, as far as the Joe Budden podcast, that's Joe Budden. Don't do no shit because that shit looking sucker shit right now. Y'all niggas gotta like, I don't know. Y'all went from number one to none. With that being said,
number one, John, shit is crazy.
Steve OC, since the trolls is in here, do you want to address what happened the other day? Because I got a few minutes before we get up out of here. You want to address what's going on? Because I'm going to do a big live about this. Not a big live, but I'm going to do one later. But right now, you want to address the situation that happened?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't even really care about what happened. Like I say, I only support the real, bro. I don't support the fakes. I get on fakes page and I get on there and I talk my shit. That's just what I do because I know you on some bullshit. So I really deeply feel that, to me, sucker shit is not allowed. It's not allowed. You know what I mean? And when I see sucker shit, I have to address sucker shit. You know what I mean? And that's just what I feel. I don't want to take too much of your time by explaining about these hoe ass Gottis and non-speaking Roskies. Like, I don't want to deal with them niggas because if I see them in person, bro, it's gonna be bad.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what's gonna happen. If you see the big slinky 6'7" nigga that like to push grandmas, if you got a girl with you, all you gonna do is try to argue with the girl. If he see you by yourself, he's gonna run.
I'm not even arguing. I'm not arguing. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. Simple. It's no talking.
You ever seen a big 6'7" knock-knee nigga try to run away from you and shit? That's like, yo, listen. Y'all
niggas funny as shit.
Yo, listen. You gonna be standing there looking at this nigga like, damn, is he really thinking he getting away moving like that? Big 6'7". Yo, listen. And the other one, all you gotta do is watch for the headbutt. If he runs at you and do this shit, oh no, it's over. You can't block it. You just gotta like step to the side and let that nigga hit the concrete. The concrete is the only thing that stops that shit right there. Yeah, that shit crazy, my nigga. You can't get hit with one of these. You can't get hit with one of these. It's impossible. You get hit with that shit, woo, it's over. It's over.
It's too funny.
Listen, I'm like, damn, man, my man Steve-O had to pop up. They fucking up my guy in Chili's. Because that's my favorite margarita he was sipping. That's why I recognize that blue cup. Yeah. Drinking the El Presidente, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I said, my son popped up sipping margaritas on him. Look at Bullets God, didn't even know what that was. Dumb man, you drinking a mojito? Get your dumb, stupid ass out of here. You can't afford a margarita, not a Presidente. It's almost $10, stupid. You can't afford that. You don't even give your grandmother rent money. I said, damn,
I do that daily. I go to eat and I have money. I have a job, you know, like I'm not like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I have things that I want in life, you know, and I see that some people depend on YouTube for money. And I laugh at these niggas because I'm like, bro, you can do other things, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's a fact.
Like, what the fuck?
Hurry up, man. That's my favorite spot to eat it. I ain't even gonna lie, man. You know what he is. He's an Applebee's going ass nigga. You know, he go to Applebee's
2 for 20 ass nigga.
Yeah, after 10 o'clock and shit. And he's definitely in Chili's on $1 margarita a day. That's a fact. And they're drinking all of that well tequila. Let me get 10 margaritas and shit. $10 broke ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? But these are something we're going to approach these. We're going to talk about these situations definitely later for sure. Because listen, when you got niggas starting lives at 1:30, like niggas is watching niggas just roasting niggas, just chew these niggas, just expose these niggas for what they are. And you get mad enough to where you got to start a live at 1:30 in the morning on a Wednesday. Damn. Went live from 1:30 to 5 o'clock in the morning. What?
Damn.
But see, what killed me was Gotti had a nigga from my hood on there, which is O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
He from my hood. We grew up together. He was a couple classes above me, so he graduated before me, you know. And I got on both of them because I'm like, nigga, when you come back to Sacramento, nigga, you already know what you about to face. You know this. When you see me, nigga, you better, nigga, duck your taco because it's about to get real.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. One thing me and Roski used to agree on, right? Keep the kids out of it. That's one thing we used to agree on all the time, regardless of whether, like, God used to always try to say that shit about Jazzo Kid. One thing we used to always agree on between me and Roski, we disagreed on everything else pretty much. The one thing we agreed on was to keep kids out of it. He's so mad and so upset, he done just threw his old morals right out the window. He be the number one nigga talking about niggas' kids now. Talked about Jazzo Kid, talked about Mons. That's how you know when niggas is defeated. Do you really think when you talk about niggas, like I'm not one of them niggas that get mad because I know you can't say shit about my kid. That's gonna make sense.
I know one thing though. It was one person that y'all did grind up in the grind session and shit, and that person ain't dropped videos ever since.
Who?
The one lady Key, she ain't dropped shit since. I went to her.
Listen, she did a live last night. It was a whole lot of fucking lies on my guy Stats 280. A whole lot of lies that I didn't like last night, but I'm not even going to talk about that because he said he's going live later. It was a whole lot of this is the problem with they whole little squad over there, fucking weirdos. All they do is lie. They lie about everything. They don't have no facts. None of them is funny. They don't have no facts. These niggas is weirdos. So you know when you can't roast a nigga, or if you ain't got nothing bad to say about a nigga, all you do is make up lies. That's what they do. These niggas keep calling me a janitor. Out of all the jobs I done had, unfortunately, that was never one of them. Right. You hear Roski say that all the time. 36-year-old janitor.
You said this yourself. You said you a cook, you know?
Yeah,
that shit was a long time ago. I'm way past that point. I wouldn't still be I try to tell people, man, listen, man, I'm out here in California, right down the block from the beach. I'm living good. Salute to all the cooks, but I couldn't be a cook and afford to live out here.
Right.
Listen, a janitor, salute to the janitors. Yeah, salute to the janitors. Salute to the it's already expensive to live in California. I'm right down the block from the beach. You know how much beach anyway. I don't want to be the bragging nigga on here. I work hard to get to the point that I'm at right now. Salute to all the janitors, man. See what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if it was janitor would have been no problem, but it just be mad lies. They try to lie on my son Stats, talk about Stats put Key address up there. Stats put pictures of Key kids up there. What the fuck? Y'all niggas was in attendance last for the live. When the fuck did we do that? We don't do that shit.
Never do that.
I was on there. I was on there for a little bit when everybody was on there, and then I slid out. I wasn't really there for the whole joint,
bro.
Like, you know what I mean?
We don't do that. If niggas, first off, niggas don't even
shit like that.
Niggas don't even got her address or her phone number. Niggas don't got none of that. So let's get that out the way. And I don't want to take too much about what he's gonna talk about too, but that shit just like irked the shit out of me. Cause y'all niggas know we don't get down like that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was a big lie. We would have never put nobody fucking kids' pictures up here. Like y'all already know how that goes. These niggas on here talking about niggas' kids. Ain't like we retaliated. You ain't hear me come up here and say, yo, Roski, F your daughter. No, like, nah, for what? That's stupid. They kids, they innocent. They don't know what the fuck going on here.
That shit.
That's stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's stupid. They don't realize how weird and how goofy they sound when they say that. When you tell somebody you're gonna kidnap their kid, they think that's funny to them. That's weird to everybody else. These are kids, and you know, like I know, Obviously, you wouldn't see him without me. So if you do, you gonna run.
Right.
Nobody believes that, and it makes you sound weird. That the niggas, they don't be having nothing else to say. Niggas just be finished. They pride just won't let them shut the fuck up and not talk about us because they other content is not doing nothing. They content is ass. They should get no views. They can't get no super chats. Ask Stats right now when he look on YouTube Studios and he look over there. You know what they shit says? $0 because they not monetized. That shit says hundreds of dollars right now. My shit's self-explanatory. Y'all niggas not making no money on YouTube and putting y'all life in danger for what? That's why I don't come on here. Oh, I'm about to pull up and all that. Because if Gotti see me, he gonna run. His shit was already been scoped out. I was hoping he would have came out there, walked around on Montauk, came to Atlantic Avenue, went to that White Castles across the street. He would have knocked me, bolted ass across the street.
What they fail to realize is niggas got passports. So niggas can travel because niggas got jobs and money. So they can move when they want to. You know what I'm saying? And be in places when they want to. So if you really want beef, I will pull to your doorstep. I will go to New York and shut shit down.
Here's another to travel right now.
Yo, yeah, that's a fact. Raw G's, here's another lie. Gotti, he's always obsessed. Whenever he says something with another guy, it's always some gay shit all the time. Every time it's always some gay shit with him.
You said so what?
Every time he mentioned some gay shit. Like when he tried to joke around on Stats, what'd he do? Play the Stats in the old so bossly shit. When them niggas is chilling.
Just chilling in the smoking in the bed. Like you feel me? Like
he always say mad gay shit. This guy's is effing this guy. Pause. He literally be saying like thumb and butt jokes. Like that's him. That's his whole demeanor. But then look at it. We done proved he done talk to transgenders already. He don't talk to girls. Look how he talk to girls.
He said, "You know me."
Every sign to this dude points to him being gay. Every sign points to him being gay. But at the same time, the other lie is too that they went and ran with the whole live before. Stats flew me out to New York. Stats flew me out to New York. That's what they ran with. They had the little ugly little dusty girl up there talking about it. Everybody know I went out that bitch for a funeral. They seen me on the live with Stats. Bossley did a live. Salute to Bossley. Me and Stats was chilling that day at the bowling alley with the family and all that shit. They decided to run with that. Stats flew home Smiley out. Because they always refer to some kind of like gay shit. Another lie. These niggas are stupid. Fly who out? Nigga had to buy 3 plane tickets. Fly who out? I'm a grown man. Nobody don't fly me the fuck out. That's what I don't get. What's wrong with these niggas? Everything they always got the weirdos over there watching. Only the weirdos being there. Them niggas that have 19 Josiahs in there. It'll be Top Shots, NBA City. All the weirdos be over there watching. The weirdos. That's who be over there.
Yeah, I ever seen Josiah in the chat lately?
I blocked about 7 of them niggas. I know it's another 12 out there.
I love to see Josiah cam up.
He not. That nigga's not gonna cam up because Josiah could be JJ, which after last night could be working with Bullets Gotti. Who the fuck knows? We don't
it's too much behind the scene weird shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that shit is crazy, man.
At
like,
the end of the day,
unnecessary. Like, you feel me? Like, if niggas want to come together, niggas could have came together. But niggas want to be weird and do what the fuck they doing. Like, you feel me? It is what it is. Like, you feel me? Like, niggas don't want to just make their own content and do what the fuck they got to do. They got to talk about other motherfuckers to get their shit rocking.
They don't got no content. They tried. And this is what Roski, like, it's dead clear. You done told the story, dumbass, how you was blood and then you turned Crip. Stupid. Hold on. Let me know. Listen. Dumbass. That told the whole story. And then you went ahead and started telling all these shelter stories, which you revealed most of the girls you mess with come from the shelter. You're a security guard for a shelter.
Wow.
You then admitted before in the past that you had gonorrhea and chlamydia, not coming out of your mouth, but you put the actual paperwork up there showing you had gonorrhea and chlamydia through a urine sample.
Niggas living nasty.
So you mean to tell me your stupid, nasty ass, you out here fucking shelter bitches and got burnt and got chlamydia, and then you out here burning other bitches, and then gonna get mad that one of this girl who allegedly he messed with from off of Black Ink, he was up there exposing her IG, her real name, telling niggas that only thing she can do is give good head. The pussy is wide. She said I had a little wee wee. You see what I'm saying? He up there like this is the stuff they talk about over there with a panel full of dudes. This is him exposing, man. And this is the people who y'all watching. He just came on my platform 3 weeks ago and told everybody that the whole shit with Bullets Gotti touching his little cousin was true. He came up there and confirmed it after Kennedy told niggas. This is the one person who Bullets Gotti always talk about, this is my guy off of YouTube. I know him in real life. But at the same time, he just came up here 3 weeks ago and confirmed that Bullets Gotti did say out his own mouth that he did touch his little cousin. These is fucking weirdos. These are the niggas that's over there supporting these niggas.
Yeah,
weirdos.
I don't get that shit, man. Like, you feel me? If you know niggas is on weird type time, I don't know why niggas. I don't know why niggas be going to different platforms. I'm like the main man platform and over here too. That should be weird too.
What
like,
big 6'7" nigga you know don't play basketball? They don't do nothing in life but live with their grandmother and sit home and collect $600, $700 a month SSI checks. And you see Bullets Gotti, you see them walking around and all that too. Why do you think he get SSI checks? I'm trying to tell y'all, he's not right. He came up on Melly Mel platform with a Chris Jericho avatar.
Did he say he was gonna that she should get raped or some shit? I did hear that yesterday.
Yeah, he said that. He told Melly Mel she should get raped. He came up there screaming white power. He gonna talk about, you know why I like Chris Jericho? Because he killed his wife. This is Bullet. Yo, listen, go back to Melly Mel Live and watch that. Go to Stats Live and he played the replay on that too. This is what he came up there with, Chris Jericho's avatar. You know why I like Chris Jericho? Because he killed his wife. Started screaming white power. Y'all niggas, listen. Keep going over there.
Like, who touched that little boy? Like why did y'all hurt that little soul? Like, why did y'all do that? Like, now y'all here acting crazy. Like,
good. Keep going over there. Please do me a favor, and y'all niggas keep going over there supporting these shits. And when you find out all the super weirdo shit that's gonna come out, it's funny how JJ was trying to send shit and receipts, talking about, we got proof that Bullets Gotti is a Bati man. And then at the same time, you're going to be over there trying to talk crazy. This is the whole reason why. They not fooling nobody. We know for a fact that Josiah and JJ is the same person. That's just Josiah trying to come out the woodworks. But we ain't going to expose too much of that right now. So if y'all see the dude JJ, y'all see all these Josiahs, I'm telling y'all better block these fucking weirdos out y'all chat. If y'all rock with Bullets Gotti, I ain't gonna say, y'all rock with them, don't rock with us. But at the same time, we're gonna look at you like you a weirdo. I'm gonna be honest with y'all niggas. If y'all niggas on them niggas platforms up there talking about the shit that they talking about, no love lost. But at the same time, we're gonna look at y'all niggas like y'all weirdos.
Yeah, I really think there's something going on between underneath the woodworks, man. With these motherfucking, like with the moderate niggas, with the niggas that be doing the other shit, like you feel me, like you talking about the nigga Josiah and shit, and then with the chick Kishi and shit, man. It's too much weird shit going on, man. Like you feel me, what is these niggas got going on, like with niggas cash apps and shit, man? Like do these niggas what the fuck is going on? Like
I don't know what Oh, yeah, not Chris Jericho. I'm sorry. Not Chris Jericho. Thank you, Paul Wall. Not Chris Jericho. I meant to say Chris Benoit. Excuse me, y'all. Not Chris Jericho.
Yeah,
I don't want to throw that. Yeah, I don't want to throw that smut on his name. Philly shit. See what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a fact, man. I meant to say Chris Benoit, excuse me, not Chris Jericho, man. I'm saying, but yeah, that's what listen, this is the kind of weirdo shit that's going on over there. So once again, we not telling you, oh, don't go support them niggas, don't go watch them niggas. That's not what we doing. But at the same time, if y'all up there on them niggas panels and all that shit, we gonna be looking at y'all niggas like y'all niggas is goofies and y'all niggas is fucking weirdos, because that's what these niggas is. It's crazy because
I don't get that, man. Like, how you gonna come over here and you gonna be like on panels over here and shit, be like, yeah, niggas is weird, niggas doing this, that, and the third, and then y'all can go on niggas shows and shit. Like, you feel me? Like, that don't make sense. I don't know. Like, you feel me?
Y'all gotta understand. This is why we closing this casket right now. The squad, the team, we got big things working right now. We got big things flowing. We not expending no more energy on these niggas. It's almost like we racing these niggas and we so far ahead of these niggas. It's like we're slowing down to wait for these niggas to catch up. You see what I'm saying? So it's like at the same time, we literally like we slowed
like
down.
A blowout.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. We about to just keep going because they shit not going nowhere. They shit not going nowhere. My prediction, that interview that they're gonna do today, gonna maybe do, let's say one, let's give Roski his biggest shit and say that should do 1.5K views. Let's say that should do 1.5K views. At the end of the day, how much money y'all gonna make off the shit? $0. Cause you
Correct.
niggas, neither one of you stupid niggas is monetized. So at the end of the day, all it is free content for the 19 Josiahs, the Top Shots, the People's 212s.
Promoting the cash apps.
Yeah. Niggas like that. That's the only niggas over there watching that stupid shit. Then y'all gonna have, listen, I'm not even gonna talk about her. Y'all gonna have, listen, the females that's over there, you're looking like weirdos. Bullis Gotti pushes his grandmother. I don't even want to tell you. You already know what happened to the Mexicans. He talks to transgender males. We proved that already. Keep going over there.
That Bullis Gotti put you on. That shit don't make no sense.
He put who on?
That no. Remember, Kishi was saying that a motherfucker Bullis Gotti had put her on.
Yeah, of course he put her on. Because she's part of the
He put everybody on.
She's part of that link too. And it's bad because she was unlinked with that. But somehow or another, she got looped in it. With her, I know we don't like wilding females out, but the thing is, you just went on your chat with 4 or 5 people inside of there and lied on stats. Deliberate lie. I don't know who told you that. I don't know if you didn't watch. But one thing about us, if we hear somebody, if you Ron G's came in here and was like, yo, these niggas said they standing outside your mom's crib right now, I'm not gonna want to take his word for it and do it. What's that? I gotta go back and check. Make sure he ain't capping. You see what I'm saying? So shit like that. So you can't just jump off the wall and somebody tell you something without doing your own research. That's what these niggas do. And
yeah, that's somebody just put a battery in somebody's back and just be like, right. Yo, this shit happened, boom, 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 you need to go do this. And then niggas is just going like toy soldier shit.
And the shit just be lies, my nigga. So at the end of the day, Josiah and Keish, them niggas is cool with each other. It is what it is. And you know it's bad. I feel bad for her. Because if she's an innocent bystander and had nothing to do with this, it's just literally she got caught up with guilty by association. But that's what I try to tell people. That happens a lot. Sometimes you'll just be caught up in shit and you have no recollection of what's going on, but you guilty by association. You see what I'm saying? So people got to realize it's the company you keep. Watch the company you keep.
Right. You're so right, Dirt Gang. You're so right.
I'm telling you, it happens in a regular street. It happens everywhere. Cops do a sting on a whole what's the name, and you just came in there, you know, because your cousin in there. You go to the trap house and your cousin just brung you there. You from out of town and all that. Your cousin just brung you there and all that. They do his thing when you in there. What you think they go, nah, look at my ID. I'm from out of town. I don't know what the fuck. Nah, you going down, nigga.
Exactly.
You guilty by association. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
That happens a lot. So being that this dude is out here exposing females' IGs and exposing females' pictures, they real names. He out here just burning all the shelter girls out here, chlamydia Roski. You see gonorrhea Roski. You see what I'm saying? And this is the people who y'all rocking with. This is the people who y'all rocking with. So to all the niggas who watch me and watch them, go ahead. Keep supporting these niggas. Keep supporting them. Because I'm telling you, y'all jump on the panels, females, y'all gonna look super stupid. The dudes, you're gonna look like weirdos. Keep going up there if y'all want to. Yeah. Steve OC, you got anything you want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
All I want to say is salute to you, Dirt Gang. Salute Ron G's, and I'm out. I gotta go to work, you guys.
Yeah, me too, man. Salute, man. Have a good day
to y'all, man. You feel me? I'm definitely gonna be tuning in, man.
That's a fact. Appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? So, this is your boy Harlem Smiley, the one, the only Dirt Gang TV. Y'all know the slogan. You can't get this money when you in there sleep on the couch, Bullets Gotti. That plastic sticking to your back right now while you in the UK sector trolling, dumbass. Big earthworm Jim. Boy, you look like the shits on trimmers that come out the ground. Big slinky, stupid ass nigga. And when you run, you look like this, you knock-kneed motherfucker. Anyway, Sig Shaw, man, 2 thumbs to the sky, keep them high, man. You can't get this money when you in there sleep on the couch like Bullets Gotti. It's impossible. Everybody else outside getting money. Even Roski's in a palm box right now getting money. He in there like this, but he in there like this securing shit, making sure the shelter bitches ain't in there running down on each other. But at least he in there getting money. I'm just a Brooklyn Crip from a Harlem set. Show some respect. If not, cuz, put it in check. I'm up next. This is your boy Harlem Smiley. You have been tuned into the one and only Dirt Gang TV, where we always rolling. Gone.